Mommy ADHD world. It's Tuesday night. It's after 10 o'clock. And I'm feeling like I didn't accomplish anything today. I got up when I was supposed to. I did do some of the things on that to-do list that we have. The one that seems to start this small and then somehow, before you know it, it was bigger than, So, yeah. Good news, I did get my first payment from my first client. Bad news, it was the little payment from the little client. And so, as a business owner, I'm trying with all my might to decide, what do I do? I have a contractor that I have lined up for the other account. What's happened with the other account is the person who pays the bills has had a death in the family, and they left sometime over the weekend to go attend to those matters, and I'm not exactly sure when they're going to be back. So what should I do? I don't know. I have one contractor. He'll pretty much take up this entire small payment from this one client, which would suck, but he would be paid and ready to work. And I think he has access to all the things he needs. I should triple check that one more time. I'll have to ask him, actually, because I know I have access to it. I checked that yesterday. I have access to his half of things, but not access to my half of things. Did not go smoothly with this person being gone. So I don't know. I also have a payment and an opportunity to get a significant discount on, probably boring you, on my CRM. Yes, Mommy ADHD. I'm talking to you about a CRM. I'm very happy to have it. It's on the trial. There's an opportunity for 30% off. I found this coupon. I will not close this coupon. I'm hoping it stays active until I get payments so I can pay it and I can get 30% off the whole year, which would be nice. Very nice. So, okay. So I didn't get what I wanted done. I didn't get ads created for either client. Instead, I created an ad for myself on LinkedIn that starts in the morning, and it needed a website, a landing page, if you will, to go to. So I wrote an article, and I wrote, and I edited, and I made it look nice and pretty, added pictures. There's a video in there from my Facebook page, my very first business video when I was very nervous. Believe it or not, that was just a few weeks ago, where staring at the camera was petrifying to me and I couldn't just go. Well, as you can see today, I've kind of gotten used to that. Like I said, I feel like I didn't accomplish anything today. Technically, I accomplished things for me, which is nice. I went down a rabbit hole about affiliate marketing. If you've ever wondered how bloggers make money, it's this stuff called affiliate marketing where they talk to you about a product that they may have used or may not have used. Who knows? Who can tell? I don't know. In my case, I looked for products that I have used, services that I've used and loved. So like my CRM, hey, there's an affiliate link for that. Oh, there's an affiliate link for Google for business, believe it or not. I signed up for that and was approved. I applied for a couple others, was disapproved. This was a good 4 hours of my time setting them up, putting them into a spreadsheet. I know that doesn't really go together all that well with ADHD, but that's what I did today. Here's the company. Here's the link. Oh, look, if there was a coupon code offered for my potential links, I put them in there. Notes. Oh, and of course the date. So sexy. So I did that instead of working on my clients. My clients pay me, I guess, in near time. The one client did pay me today, but the other client is overdue. Okay, that happens. Unforeseen circumstances, trying to be calm. Life happens. Death is part of life. It's so I should be prioritizing those things, right? Because logically, this pays the bills today. Affiliate marketing won't pay the bills for potentially years. I may never make money from affiliate link marketing, ever. I may never have an audience that goes, Pam, I trust you and I'm going to buy that service. Not only am I going to buy that service untried, I'm going to sign up for 1 year. And then Pam makes like $50 and Pam's happy. But 30 other people do that. And now I've paid my mortgage and my meager expenses for my kids, assuming, I don't buy my oldest a car or myself a car because I really need a new car. So let me tell you about last week, because I said I was going to do this vlog on a weekly. Last week was so strange. I am estranged with my ex-husband. Okay. He is behind on child support and has been since day one. Yay. Because thumbs up, Dad. Interesting story. Someday I might tell you on how he tried to skip out on that. That's how he ended up behind, because he never caught up after that. Normally, I claim my kids, all three of them, all boys, on the taxes. And I normally have a W-2 job where I make typically more money than him. At least that's the way it's been for the last, this is going to be 16 years. Even when I've only worked part of the year, I've somehow always managed to make more than him. Go figure. Woohoo! Somebody's good at making money. Somebody strives for more. It's not him. Anyway, this year he asked if we could see who would qualify for more. Now, keeping in mind, we've been divorced now for quite a few years, and I have always claimed the children. Always. There's never been a year where he even got one, because legally in the state of Arizona, I don't have to. If he is behind by 1 cent, I don't have to share the children. Period. So I haven't. And this year, he sent me a copy of his W-2. Now, if you've ever been married to a military spouse, you already know their freaking birth date and social security number and all of their life. You can totally get away. I mean, if he had good credit, I could totally apply for a credit card in his name or a home loan, but he doesn't have good credit. So I did his taxes. And then I did my taxes. Now, last year, I did not really work. I'd had the heart attack in November of 2017. Let's call it November because it was October 31st of 2017. So 2018, for the majority of the year, I either did not work or worked extremely part-time. I did break into the 5 figures for the whole year. barely broke into the 5,000. Barely broke over $11,000. Okay, working extremely part-time because, hey, I'd had a heart attack, and not only is there the physical recovery, which is hard, there's the whole mental thing that happens with it. Like, I was already a mess. I have ADHD. I have anxiety issues that stem from ADHD, never being good enough for other people, okay, including my ex-spouse. That led to some depression. You add a heart attack where your entire life is turned upside down. And there were some dark days there. But hey, anyway, when I filed the taxes for my ex, like a scathing bitch, I went ahead and set up direct deposit to my account. So I am impatiently waiting for his money. And that brings me back to the question, do I go ahead and pay this contractor whom I want to do work? Do I pay him first before I pay for me or my business expenses? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Last week, a kid had the flu. I didn't do much of anything. My mom went in for a breast biopsy. So breast cancer runs in my family. Go titties. My aunt, her sister, died from breast cancer. So it's kind of a big deal. Turns out it's some sort of benign fatty tissue. But they want to go ahead and remove it. So that brings me to my morning tomorrow. Guess where I will be? Sitting in a waiting room. But hey, I'll have a laptop. And if they don't have Wi-Fi, the hospital is conveniently located next to Fresh Start Women's Center, which does have Wi-Fi. So I'll be taking advantage of Wi-Fi, whether it's in the hospital, in the waiting room, because we'll be there from 10 a.m. until potentially as late as 4 or 5 in the evening. No way to know. All depends on if the surgeon's on time, because we know I'm not, and whether or not things go smoothly. She also had a colonoscopy because apparently she just decided to have all her health problems at once. Good news. Nothing wrong there. Bad news? It's embarrassing. And as the only responsible person with a car in her life, I was there for that too, because that's so much fun. Sitting in a waiting room, hungry, because the nurse tells you it's going to be a few minutes and 2 hours goes by and you're like, I'm dying for lunch. Only to find out they still hadn't brought her back. So tomorrow, when I go for this sit in the waiting room thing, I'm bringing lunch. Like I said, I don't feel very accomplished today. I did make my lunch for the rest of the week, / Thursday night dinner, because the kids are gone at their dad's. And so Thursday night, I normally go out for fast food at a Mexican restaurant called Carolina's, which I love, but the service has deteriorated quite a bit in the last few years. Well, last year especially. Ooh. Like I've argued with the manager before. It sucks. But the food, yum. And I'm a vegetarian on top of that, and they still have yummy fast food for vegetarians. Um, but I have a weight issue. Okay. Obviously, I had a heart attack. There's obviously something else wrong with me. I weigh too much. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a hormonal disruption essentially, where I have too much hormone at the wrong points in my body. Sometimes too much testosterone, sometimes too much whatever. Hormones are out of balance. And it makes it difficult to lose weight. But right before I had the heart attack in 2017, I'd spent roughly 6 to 8 weeks on this whole food plant-based diet. Strictly whole food plant-based diet, no sugar, no oil. I would go to the grocery store and lose my shit. Did you know there's sugar in peanut butter? You're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to okay, if I get rid of the sugars, I can lose some weight. I've given up the sodas and I didn't lose weight. But then I came to find out there's sugar in spaghetti sauce. I have sugar in every meal, it turned out. Breakfast? Okay. Obviously, if I ate some Quaker instant oatmeal, cinnamon apple spice or whatever it is, or brown sugar and maple syrup, yeah, obviously those have sugar in it. But spaghetti sauce had sugar in it. Added sugar to spaghetti sauce. You would have a piece of toast. You're thinking, it's bread. That's benign. It's just bread. I'm not on some gluten-free stuff. Gluten's not the devil. I can eat bread. Most of the bread in the grocery store has added sugar. So I would lose my mind in the grocery store. But I managed to lose 15, 16 pounds in 6 weeks. Which to some of you who have no problem losing weight, you're like, whatever, that's like a pound a week. That's not all that great. But for someone with a hormonal weight loss issue, losing any weight is a miracle. And that's what this diet did. Okay. But then I had the heart attack. My mom was living with me, which is stressful. She's not living with me anymore. Heart attack, mother living with you, no job. I ate what she brought home, and my mother loves her fast food. I wonder where I got that delicious snacky habit from. We didn't have a lot of it when we were growing up because there was no money. So later on, when there was money and we could just, hey, let's go to McDonald's and spend $6 a person. Yeah, it became a habit. And needless to say, she did that, and ouch. That's not the best food for a person recovering from a heart attack. And it's not the right food for somebody who's trying to take control of their body, their health. And I let her do it. Okay? So, back to today. I cooked food. I generally don't enjoy cooking food, but we're talking about changing mindset. So I don't know if I've shared that with you. Part of my 2019 goal was to change how I think about that. So instead of how I dislike chopping, so all that prep work that goes with cooking, I am now reframing it. So I say, I get to do this prep work. So I did some prep work on Sunday night. I made some mushroom barley soup, which is actually delicious. Believe it or not, it's low cal. It's full of vegetables. I added beans. It didn't need beans. It was already high protein in it. But hey, why not? Delicious. So today, I'm not out of soup. I should be, according to the recipe, because this recipe supposedly only made 4 servings. I've had 4 servings. There's still 2 left. Go figure. Somehow I made extra servings out of it. So they're now safely in my freezer in jars because I saw a pin about using less plastic, and they showed jars. In this case, they showed like the spaghetti jar you get at the grocery store, reusing that. I'm not sure how safe that is with that lid and freezing it, but I do can food, okay? Or did. And I have a obscene number of mason jars and lids. So into the freezer they went. We'll see how that turns out tomorrow. Which brings me to the cooking today, where I made this black bean stew. It's supposed to be a soup, but to me it looks very hearty and stew-like. I didn't taste it. I cooked the beans all day in the crock pot. For those of you who don't know how to cook beans, it's kind of an overnight, all-day process. You sort the beans, you rinse the beans, you make sure there's no rocks in the beans. You take out the ugly beans. You put them in the crock pot. You put it on low. You fill it up with water. It takes more water than you think. What was it, like 76 ounces of water for 1 pound of dry beans? And that cooked all night. And I should have made the stew, if you will, earlier this afternoon, but I just was not feeling like it. And I laid down and took a nap and left the crock pot on low. Luckily, the beans did not burn. Kids came home. Kids interrupted me. I kept going down my stupid affiliate marketing little hole. Go chase the little bunnies. Here's some more affiliate marketing links. Look at this one. Sign up for this service too. My oldest made dinner, which is spaghetti and marinara sauce. And after that was all done and I'd given up on getting any work done, I went into the kitchen and I got the opportunity to do some more prep work. So I chopped up the little onions. I chopped up all the celery. I chopped up the carrots. I water sauteed them, which I'm back on this whole food plant-based diet, no oil, okay? So I'm eliminating oil and sugar as much as I can. Mostly the oil right now, not so much the sugar yet. Process. I'm a sugar addict. Yum. Water sauteed everything. Scooped the beans out. Opened the jar of paste picante sauce, which is not the salsa that's supposed to go in there. It's supposed to be a salt-free salsa, but hey, I'm on a budget. Paste picante sauce is, well, available. And I didn't have time to order no $7 jar of salsa with no salt. No, just no. Put half the beans in the blender with the salsa. Looks delicious. It's got corn, carrots, celery, onions, stewed tomatoes. Looks fantastic. It's supposed to make 6 servings. It took 10 jars to put all the soup away. 10 jars. So a mason jar, if you fill it up for freezer, is going to be about 15 ounces of soup. 15 ounces. So this recipe made roughly 150 ounces of soup. It looks good. I hope it is. I have them currently chilling out in the refrigerator for tomorrow's lunch, which I will be eating cold because I will be in a hospital waiting room, potentially with no microwave, and I'm trying to stay away from the fast foods. And that's my week. Thank you for watching. I'm a mom. I have attention deficit disorder, as if you couldn't tell from watching this video by the way I talk and how I jump from subject to subject. I have 3 kids. Technically, none of them have been diagnosed with attention deficit disorder, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. 2 out of 3. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel below. And bye.